morning. Hey, good morning, guys. For those watching the recording, give me a minute to get set up here. Hey, good morning, guys. For those watching the recording, give me a minute to get set up here. Okay. Just gotta get a couple things muted here. Morning, guys. Just opening up the chat here so that way if you guys got questions, I can see that. This type of thing is gonna just be a stream, so that way if you have questions, be sure to ask in the participant thing there. Morning huddle. So I'm gonna start doing these every day. Like I said, I want to make sure we have the markets open at 9:30. I typically do my TA, a little earlier on, but around 8:30 is kind of where I start really getting ready, right? And looking at the market and just kind of seeing where we're gonna go, what to expect on the market open. Do I want to turn on my ATAs, turn them off? Am I good with it? How just kind of like overall market and performance review. So we'll go through that real quick. So most of you guys seen, in the room, I put out the market insight. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the market insight, but we'll we'll definitely take a look. So on the market, what I've been watching is, so if you look on the SPX here, you got my crazy lines here. Let me delete this one. So what I've been watching is, as we've seen here, we held support, like I put out in the room, and that same trend line is holding support here, not only on once but twice, right? Trying to double bottom out. So if this line can continue to hold, we're going to look to see a push up again to retest this upper line. If it does break down and reject, then we're looking to have a pretty nasty fall. So that's kind of what I'm going to watch, and you'll find out. That'll help, with the directions of my ATA setups as well, right? Looking at the SPY, it's pretty much the same, right? You have the peak here, and then we got our trend up here, and then it looks like it's broke it a little bit yesterday, but then if you notice, the pre-market has reclaimed it, right? So we're up in this range here. So I'm looking again to see if that holds support. It'll be a big tell as far as whether we're going up or whether we're going down, right? The Dixie overall, you can kind of see the Dixie's kind of got like a little shoulder head, potentially a shoulder coming. So it might continue to push down even as low as this trend line here. But I would look for that to hold support. If that holds support and starts to push upward, we may see a little push in the markets up temporarily, but then that Dixie pushing back up to retest 105 for that neckline would be interesting. So that would definitely push us back down, right? So we'll keep an eye on the Dixie. Kind of the levels that I'm watching. Going on the total market cap, like we've been talking about, we found support at this level. We came up. This 200 EMA has just been everything, right? We broke it once, failed to hold it, rejected. Now we broke it, and it's starting to hold, right? So we want to see for a continuation hold on the 1 hour, these EMAs continue this golden cross and complete it. And that would allow us to get a successful retest of support and then a push back up to the 105. If you're wanting to see the bearish scenario, we would need to get below this 200 again, like we did here, and then get some kind of bearish engulfing candle rejecting down. And we do not want these EMAs to go up if you are looking bearish. So the RSI is a little high in the range. It's still got some room that it could go up. You can see here when it's a little higher in the range. I mean, it still had room to push up in there. The one thing to note too, just from an overall look here, we do have a peak here, a lower peak, and a lower peak. Not by much, but a little bit, right? And we have a peak, we have a higher peak, and we have a higher peak up here, right? Not by much, but just by a little bit. So that typically is going to be some longer term bearish divergence. So we'll keep an eye on that, right? But this area right here is the key to watch for the market cap. So as we come into Bitcoin, like I put out, we had this double bottom play that pushed us north. We do have a head and shoulder playing out, and you can see, look at that playing out right in front of our eyes that we called this morning on the insight. It's just, I mean, it's pretty clear, right? You got your peak, and then our shoulder peak that equal to that peak, and then typically what that happens is you'll have your pump up, push over, pull back down, right? And it doesn't mean that we're necessarily overall going to crash or super bearish, right? We may get some bounces somewhere in this range, but a healthy pullback to around 23.4, 23.5 is not out of the woods here. We could obviously, right? I mean, we just been ranging. Look at this, up, down, up. We could easily come back down into this range too. So just keep an eye on that range. We are a little bit higher in the range on BTC. We had a nice cool little wick here, testing 23.9 that rejected pretty hard. So, but this is all going to depend on what the stocks do. So we'll keep an eye on that. Ethereum's doing the exact same thing, so I'm not going to reiterate, but I mean, it's just literally following Bitcoin. You had your double bottom, you got your head and shoulders. Ethereum used to break off a little bit and kind of do its own thing, but lately it's definitely been back to just following what Bitcoin does. So, but that's kind of the overall market. Yeah, can you not hear me? Let's see. Make sure I got my audio right. One person said they couldn't hear me. If somebody else can hear me, it'd be great. Yeah, it looks like all my audio is good, so it should be fine. Okay. Appreciate it, Rami. I was saying, I can tell usually because my little thing lights up there, right? But I do try to keep these huddles to 30 minutes, so I do go through a little bit quick, right? So if I do go fast, stop me, ask a question. I do want to cover things that you want to see, but for those that are in the room, we could always continue after. But then the huddle, we're just going to kind of play with these ATAs and see where we're at. So that's kind of the overall market area. So now covering on my ATAs, you can see I still have an Aave long, an Aave short. I set up my ATA BTC long and short this morning. And then I still have my ETH, I still have my LTC, and I still have my XRP. And that's all I'm running now. I was running Doge, but I did stop out of that, so we'll reassess that. So let's just start from the top, reassess what we got here. So to reassess it, we're just going to load the layout here, and we're going to type in Aave, and that will load up your Aave chart. So let's take a look at Aave. So let's see what we've done here. Go back to the 1 minute, because that is where I ran my chart, and we'll just stretch this sucker out. So let's evaluate our longs first and just see how it's been doing. So you can see in Aave, immediately when I started it here, it took a buy, got a nice quick win. Second one was not so good, right? We had a DCA2. If you all recall, I put out my ability to let it DCA3. It never actually hit it, and it got out into profit. So that was kind of cool. I almost kind of wish it hit it, right? It would have been more volume in the win. Since then, it's done a buy. Got to sell, buy, got to sell. So we're in good shape on our longs. I'm not too super worried about Aave and its longs. When I click into the 1 hour to go look at my overall range, we have a nice little double bottom possibly forming. Plenty of range to move up, so I'm okay. Even though it kind of sucked, it got stuck early. I'm gonna let that just play out. I'm not too super concerned about Aave longs. If you're not in Aave, it's not a terrible time to start both directions, and just keep an eye on that, because Aave is kind of like LTC. It typically performs pretty well, but it definitely got stuck there in the longs right away. So the shorts, here you can see I actually stopped. So I want to show you. So I stopped my shorts back here. If you guys remember, I was just going to play the longs. I decided yesterday around here that I was going to start back up on my shorts, and apparently that was not a great decision, because we're already automatically into DCA2, right? So even I get caught in those ranges, but that's okay. I'm not too super worried about it. You can see we're not too far from profit range because of that DCA2 that it took right there. So we'll let that play out. So Aave's not been quite as friendly as LTC. Not my favorite performing one, but it typically does well. You can see, from a shorts, I mean, once it finds a trend on Aave, it just absolutely kills it the way that it moves. But it's just not being as super cooperative. So we'll see what it can do. But I'm gonna leave the shorts on. I'm not really concerned about it yet. So, what's the next one? Let's see. That's my live trader. Let's review the live trader. We didn't really talk about live trader. So my live trader, for those who don't know that, um, I'm just doing a point 0.2 BTC, not super large, right? I love this right here because I just set my range and I just honestly forget about it. And then I see an alert pop up saying BTC is fired, and it's like, man, that's cool. Um, I think I haven't lost on this live trader. You guys seen this morning? It was so freaking cool. Um, if you're having trouble with audio, guys, you might want to check your laptop, make sure your outputs are correct on that. If not, you can always, this is recorded, so we'll be able to watch that later. So the the live trader, the difference is you actually choose the volume, and you set your date, and you choose the range you want to take it. So on this one, I typically just do one trade only. I don't do it on the 1 hour necessarily. I was doing that for the ATA, but I'll go to like the 15 minute, and you can see, in this 15 minute, I'll just kind of find the range. So this was the range I set yesterday to take longs, and this was where I took shorts. And you guys seen it was so freaking cool because it missed my short range, right? I purposely set it a little higher here, and because I knew if this broke, it was gonna pump up into here, right? And so it missed my short range, which was cool. And it did not put me in that short, which was awesome. So I was able to reset my short and not wake up to a terrible trade. So live trader is a powerful tool, man. I tell you, I don't even trade using anything else anymore. I don't go on the exchange. I use live trader to trade based on my indicators. So like if let's say taking this short here at 23,692, I can manually enter the short. That's fine. But then I go back to my live trader and set up on the 1 minute, and whatever my entry is, like if I took that short, I would just come in here and I would enter in, my entry, and set up the time to where it forces it into that entry, and then just let it take over from there. So we'll do some more classes on live trader. It's just such an awesome tool, that I think honestly a lot of you guys are underusing. So moving on, we got Ethereum. Let's check out a good old faithful. So Ethereum I run pretty much all the time. I haven't stopped this one in quite some time. Let's check out the longs. That's the 1 hour. Man, the 1 hour looks pretty good. Let's go to the 1 minute and see how we've done here. All right, so Ethereum struggled in the beginning, I remember. Let's find our yellow. So we've been running this one for a little bit. Here we go. So we took a nice win right here. Good DCA right into a win. Took some good wins here. Not too many DCAs. Phenomenal DCA too. I mean, look at this. Absolutely just perfect. And this was yesterday when it got out. So got out profit, and it's just been buying and selling since, right? And we're in a long right now. It's not even has DCA'd. So overall, not like overly impressed with the ETH longs, but again, we're getting high in the range too, guys. So I'm gonna let it roll, but if I start to see it struggle or us get some resistance as we get up closer to this red line, I may set an existing trade on this one and just take one more trade and then cut my wins on that one. But let's check the shorts. So the shorts look like it struggled again in the beginning. Started it here at this yellow, did pretty well. Had this DCA too. Struggled. Finally got out, right, of our short. So that was awesome. Yesterday we got out of that short. It's been in for a while. It took a bunch of trades right in between and then got stuck again, right? But look at this DCA2, is pretty good. So we're not far from our entry. Our entry is like 1635. So one good move down from this head and shoulders, and we're in profit. So again, I'm going to leave ETH. I am watching ETH though, because if I get anywhere near this 1680 range, I'm going to set an existing trade on my long and just kill it. Like I'm not gonna ride that up. Could we blow up more north? Sure, but I have DCA protocols for my shorts, so I'm not too worried about that. But that is the range I'm gonna watch. LTC I'm running. I just love LTC. I'm gonna show you guys why. So LTC is so cool to run on the ATA because it loves to range, but it's not super impacted by news, right? So it doesn't have like crazy parabolic moves a lot. It has, right, recently, but not usually a ton. And so look at how well this has performed on the longs. I'm gonna go back to where I started. Let's see. Let's find our yellow. There we go. I mean, look at this. So far, it's taken 46 trades. This is an Ultron, guys. I mean, this is my $900 account I started. But you got 46 trades in a matter of 4 days. It's DCA'd only 8 times, and it's not DCA'd more than one time at all. And so, actually, I think that's more than 2 times. Maybe I get it wrong. Yeah, right here we have 2. So it has not had to use a third DCA at all. And it's made about $38 just in the longs. So think about that. In 4 days on a $900 account, it's made $38 in one direction on one pair. And that's, I mean, pound for pound, this LTC long is absolutely destroyed. And then even the short, look, $20, right? So we're at almost $60 just on one pair. So even on the shorts, we got 10 DCAs. I think it's hard to see with this right there, but I think it's like 16 trades. So the shorts have struggled a little bit, as far as having to DCA. And so, but it looks like it's getting out, right? So we started here, rode that flat line pretty good, had a great DCA 1, DCA 2, got out, has just been riding since. And we're in a DCA 2 currently on the short. Sorry, got all that pollen out there today. For those who live on the East Coast, you know what I mean. So not too far from this, one little fallback, and we'll be in good shape. So I'm not too super concerned about the LTC. All right. I love LTC. I'm just gonna let it run. I just it's one that I don't really stop, kind of like ETH. Again, if I get up in this range right here, 102, so somewhere around 100, 101, I'll probably consider killing my longs. If we do fall back down into this range here, then I'll consider killing my shorts. So, but for now, I'm just letting it do its thing here. So, XRP is one that I started recently. Let's take a look at our XRP. And let's see where we're at. So I don't typically run XRP. Honestly, I don't even like XRP, so I don't usually run it. Let's check the longs. But something stuck out to me, which I'll show you in a second. I'm like, man, why am I not running this? So here's where I started it. It was what, 27th. Not a lot. I mean, it's only made like $3, right? But I barely just started that. It's only been running for 2 days, not even really 2 full days. We're in a long right now. It's not too bad. It hasn't even DCA'd. So let's go through the short. Short's not really performed a whole lot. XRP, I may consider on some of the preset volumes bumping that up a little bit, because running XRP, I did notice the volume seems a little lower than some of the others. So I think that's what's causing a little lower the performance as well, because it's trading. I mean, like, we're definitely trading, right? The short's not in bad shape, again, another little head and shoulders. But the reason why I like XRP, let me mute this and show you. This is what stuck out to me. We're just ranging. So you can see we got the top here, bottom, top. I mean, this thing has just respected its boundaries no matter how up and down it goes. So I like that. And even if you go this way, we did have a blow off the top, right? But before that, I mean, it just respected this range, right? Pretty close. So, and that since the fall, right? This is the big fall, right? So I don't know. I like XRP for now. So it's in the middle of the range. Not a terrible time to start it. If you have not started it yet, you could do long short on that. Let that play for a bit. Again, if we get down here, I'm going to close my shorts. If we get up here, I'm going to stop my long. So we'll just continue to monitor that. But for now, I'm just going to let XRP go. So that's all I'm actively running now. The one that I may consider starting back up today, I've been turning it on and off just because it scares the crap out of me, because it's social media impacted a lot, right? So is Dogecoin. So if you look at Dogecoin, it's kind of an interesting one, because it also respects its line pretty well. I mean, we had a blow off the top right there, which would have hurt, right? If you're in a short. I mean, look at this thing, right? I'm sure it had its blow off the top tweet there. But we have a nice little trend line. It's respecting. We are lower in the range, so I don't know if I'm gonna start Doge yet. So what I may do with Doge, guys, is I'm gonna watch it. And here's one thing I want to show you guys. It's kind of cool too, so you don't have to stare at your charts all the time. If you have a specific spot, like let's say I'm like, man, if Doge can hold support right here, I'll start my longs. You can hit this plus sign here. You can add an alert. Now, remind you, when you go to add your alert, you want to go ahead and click on it. Take your webhook off because you don't want to send that to the server, please. It's just going to reject it, but no point in sending it. And then you just set it up for crossing. Now just name it something like Doge ATA long entry or something like that. Something that's going to tell you, right? And then hit save. Like, utilize your alerts so you don't have to stare at your screens, guys. That way you can go about your day doing what you want to do. And then you can sit here. If I don't want to play Doge both ways because it just kind of scares me, right? Come up to this range just below it, add an alert for Doge, right? You just double click the line and it'll open this, and then I'll put ATA Doge short entry. Right, and the name, all I do for the naming is it helps me keep organized. You really want to keep this organized, guys. You don't want to just kind of willy-nilly throw names in there, right? Do it for a purpose. And then now I won't touch these and I won't load Doge until it hits, right? And I may look at this, and here's the cool part is if you look at this and you say, well, I don't know if this alert's got enough room, right? You could just left click it and just drag it up, pops it up like that, and then you just hit save. And now you've adjusted that alert. So I recommend going through and setting these kind of things up, for each one. And I want to show you guys another thing too. Don't be afraid to use your indicators. Now I've done this on it too, right? So you might let's just say where is it? Let's say you load your harmonic tracker on here, right? Let's go back to our, I don't know, 15-minute, right? Higher time frame. Because you don't want to do a 1 minute and set up the ATA because it's more short time frame, right? We might even want to go to an hour. So when you look at this, it tells you right here we're in a long position with a bat crab long. Right now you have a bat crab short, but we're still in a long position. So it might not be the best idea to start shorts, right? Because it's telling you, and you can see there's times up here, right, where you'll get short, long, short, but that's where we use our range. So if you're up in this range, which one would you prefer to take, right? You would probably negate this long because it's literally at the top of the range. So utilize your indicators to help with direction as well, guys. I do that as well. I just don't leave them on there because I like to see clear because I do a lot of range trading. But you can use your indicators, guys. I mean, the indicators we have, they're all customly built for that kind of stuff, right? So, use all the tools that you have. So I'm not going to start Doge yet. I want to consider, I got about 8 minutes here, but there is one that I may consider, guys. And for those of you in the room, because I put it out, I don't like Sol. So here's what's funny is I ran Sol one time and I set a stop loss and it did like 4 trades and hit my stop loss. And so I've been a little bitter about Sol, but I'm considering starting Sol again. I may look at it. I'm not going to run it yet. I want to see what it does, but see how it's just playing its range. What scares me is this gap, right? This gap is definitely there, right? And it was back in January. I mean, we dropped all the way to 7 cents. So at 22, I mean, that would liquidate an account if you hit a long up here. So my suggestion is from an overall range, if you want to play these to super maximize your accounts and you have enough margin to do so, right? Or you want to take the extra risk to do so, my suggestion is, play this range, but maybe set a stop loss on your longs, so that way and give it enough room. Maybe 600 or maybe even 1,000. Right? It's gonna hurt when it hits. Don't get me wrong if it hits too soon, but it will protect you from absolutely getting destroyed. Because if I don't care what account you have, if you enter a long here and you do your 3 DCAs and it falls all the way back to 8 cents, your account's probably gone. So just be really careful. You don't want to get liquidated on these coins. We want to make good decisions and we don't want to take the high risk ones without protecting ourselves with stop loss. So I don't know, guys. I think I'm happy with what I have. I'm running on a smaller account. I have, what is this? I got one. Um, yeah, see, this is my short entry, so it's not running it. I got two, three. I'm running 4 pairs, guys, and on top of the 4 pairs, I'm doing my live trader, so I'm really running 5 pairs. So I'm already extended pretty far. Typically, we recommend like running 2 pairs on a minimum balance account, which is what I'm running on this one. I try to run all the various account preset levels that we have, because including the small ones, because I'm a firm believer that if I can't do it and I can't make it profitable and I can't be aggressive with it and make earn it, then how can I expect you to, right? So that's why I like to run all these. So that's why you see a lot of Ultron. Most of the people that come in are using Ultron, so that's why I like to show this as an example. So um, but I think that's where we're at, guys. Pre-market open again. I'm just gonna keep watching the stocks. Look at this, pre-market's dropping now. For those who don't understand, pre-market, they love to go one direction on pre-market, which it usually is the wrong direction, and then it finds support and flips the other way. So, but currently, pre-market, at least on the SPY, has broken that trend. SPX is really close, and yep, Dixie's not doing a whole lot, but the Dixie's super low, so it's super oversold. So it should be an interesting day. And the other thing too. Let me pull up this, guys. I check this beforehand, and I always forget to show you guys to check it. But always check your economic calendar first. See what news events are coming out, right? I mean, that's most important to help you determine if you want to overextend your account, or do you want to kill them and drop back down to 2 pairs, right? If you have a heavy news event, you may not want to run all of them, right? Although a lot of times in the news events, that's the ATA kind of thrives, right? So we have Wednesday here. You can see all of the events here, the 3 stars, right? If you want to see what's in the U.S., you just look on the left side for the U.S. So you got FOMC speaking here at 9. You got some crude oil inventories. So I mean that crude oil inventories loves to rock the market. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. So and if you want to see, we built the API poll to tell you right here. On the side, I mean, red is obviously not good, green is obviously good, right? So you can kind of see if you don't understand the markets, you'll have your previous, your forecasted, and then what it actually is. So, and if it's in a positive, it'll pop up green. So if you don't truly understand what all that means, just look for the colors. And the nice thing is this is ahead of schedule too. So you can actually plan a little ahead, right? So you have the initial jobless claims report tomorrow. You can come through here, flip over here, look at all the U.S. ones you want to focus on. The other stuff, like in the euro, does impact it through that time. But you definitely want to look at your events. Another thing you want to look at is click on the CoinDesk or Cointelegraph, and just kind of go through to see if there's any highlighted news events, right? That might be kind of earth-shattering to the market, right? Now, typically, if the news events is already here, it's probably already impacted the market, but I'll tell you a little tidbit, guys, and you'll learn this as you go. The more bullish this is, the more bearish I get. The more bearish this is, the more bullish I get, because the news is so behind. They wait for the markets to pump, then they talk about how amazing the markets are pumping. By then it's too late. The markets have already pumped, right? And so it's getting ready to fall. Same thing with the bearish. Oh, we're crashing. Oh, it's going to this, going to that, and then next thing you know, we get a big old pump, right? So don't playing the news is not usually the best idea. There's a big saying, that goes around is, buy the rumor, sell the news, right? That's what a lot of traders do. So if you're the one buying the news, all the traders thank you, because you just gave all your money to them. So, but yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. And again, when you're going through, it is 9, so I want to respect people's time. But when you're going through all of these things, right? Don't get lazy. Put it that way. Look at your dashboard. Confirm that your dashboards match your trades, what it shows on your trading view. I've already looked at this. I know, you can see for even from a dollar standpoint, none of these are super deep. They're still working their way out. This is probably my deepest one, my Litecoin short, which has DCA2. I'm not going to do a DCA3 yet. I'll determine if I want to do that yet later. I don't set altcoins, just so you guys know, to do DCA3. I only do DCA2, and then I decide later if I want to add a third one. I just don't want that automatic, right? That's just my strategy. You guys can go to history for people who haven't seen that. For those of you guys that have these ATAs, if you manage them right, I mean, they just like, it's like a little, freaking, I don't know, it just nonstop wins, right? So even with this smaller account, you can see how much it's earned, but these are like 20 cents, 14 cents, 20 cents, $1.43, 20 cents, 50 cents. But I mean, look at like this was, I'm going to start it on the 28th. Let's see. Let me find it. This is how many times it's traded, guys. Yesterday was nuts. My phone just goes off the hook because I leave my alerts on because I like to, I'm doing more than just trading it, obviously, right? Because we're managing it. I'm looking at latency, how quickly is it executing, and those of you guys that are running it, I mean, it's so cool. If you're not doing this, you're nuts. But my last segment here is get on your mobile device, have the TradingView app, and have your Exchange app on there, and set the notifications for both. And it's so cool. Like it will literally fire my TradingView saying ETH short, and then instantly on BitGet ETH short. I mean, it's pretty cool how fast it executes. But these were all my trades just yesterday, right? So you can see just non-stop traded like a nut yesterday, all the way to here. I mean, it was just firing like crazy. These oscillations that we have, it just constantly trades. I mean, look at all this green. I mean, this is the 27th, the 26th. I mean, people, oh, well, it's only 50 cents or 40 cents. I think I had a red in here. Yeah, this is the one that I had made a mistake on my end on how I set the DCA, and so it was off on. I got mistaken on it, so it caused it to think it was in profit, but it was not. But it is small, so I'm not worried. So it happens, but people will say, "Oh, it's 50 cents and 30 cents. I wanted to make more." I mean, it's a $900 account, guys. What do you think it's going to make you? 20 grand in a month? Like, let's be realistic, right? But you think about it. I think in this account, in total, I think in 4 days or something like that, I'm up like 100 and maybe like I think it's close to $100, something like that. So think about that though. In 4 days, if you can make anywhere from $800-900 a month on a $900 investment. I mean, show me where else you can do that. Now, my return may be different than yours if you're in the community actually running it, but that is also the power of controlling it and managing it instead of just setting it and forgetting it. If you actually play the ranges from the top to the bottom and you really get some pairs in there working for you, but you do it in a systematic way, I mean, you can make as much as you want. You can put 8 pairs in there, right? If you know how to manage them. But if you're the type that you want to just set up 2 and let it go, that's fine too. I mean, it's going to earn for you. But the sky's the limit on how much you can earn on this. And if you don't know anything about trading, I mean, you really don't need to know much other than how to figure out where the top is and where the bottom is. I mean, that other than that, just let the technology work for you. So. Let's see where this market goes today, guys. I'm going to cut off at around a couple minutes past. For those in the room, we got market open at 9:30. I'll start kicking out the signals. I'll probably hold off on putting out the ETH and BTC signals for maybe 15-20 minutes after market open, just to kind of see where we're actually going to go, because typically that first 15 minutes is a fake move. So over here on TikTok, I do have a Discord server you can buy into. So we don't actually use Discord. Making me go over here, but that's okay. Good question. I'm going to show my screen here. So this is our community. We stopped using Discord because Discord is nothing but scammers. And people were DMing people on the side, and they were basically trying to scam our guys, and a lot of people got taken for it, right? So we use this here. When you go into your Botjock account, which you can make a Botjock account for free, just go to botjok.com. We do a 5-day free trial as well, to try all of our products, so you can test out running these live traders. And then we also I don't know where my thing went here. Hold on one second. Got too many windows open. I think I had it. Yeah, back here. So when you go into BotJock, you're gonna have it like this. Once you sign up for that free, you just click on community, and then that community button is gonna open up this here. Inside of this community is where we do all of our signals, all of our stuff. You know, like what I'm showing you here, these ATAs. We have a full course on it. When you click it, it's gonna look like this. And you're gonna see, you know, nice little welcome video, everything you need to know from VPN to TradingView, what exchange we support, how to create the account. I mean, just a ton of knowledge in here for you guys. But you know, it's 5 days free. There's no contracts. If you want to come in, check it out, ask some questions, you got 5 days to decide, and if you cancel, no harm, no foul, right? So, but yeah, like I said, check us out. I'm gonna drop off on Circle, guys. I'll stay on TikTok here, so that way if you guys have any more questions, but I don't want to overrun this recording for Circle. So, other than that, I'm just gonna be around, guys. If you need me, just let me know, and let's get your ATAs working for you guys. I'm gonna cut off here though. You guys have a good day. All right, so TikTok. Let me stop here on some other stuff. So I got my YouTube upstream in here too. Let me close this 1 second. Give me a moment. All right. So let me reshift my screens. Okay. So you guys can see here. If you guys have questions on TikTok, I'll leave it on this screen. Again, you know, you just visit botjock.com. And you know, you can sign up for free. You know, the free gets you all these training things here, your economic events, all this stuff is free. The only time would have to pay is if you want to actually run this ATA. If you want to have our indicators, we do have indicators over here. All these indicators are custom, guys. We don't. You know, it's funny. I watch some live streams and you know, from other traders, and you know, everybody, well, the RSI this and the MACD this, and every time it does this, you take this and long and short. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, they only show you what they want to show you. That if I'll tell you, you know, when you get into trading, for those who don't know about trading, it is you against me. Bottom line, because I have to have a buyer to sell my stuff. I have to have a seller to buy my stuff. So it's going to be you against me. So if you have an indicator such as, you know, RSI or MACD, I'm not saying that they're not good indicators. They are, if you understand how to use them. But if you have an indicator that, you know, millions of people are using, if every time it crosses and, you know, you go long, I mean, the market makers you never have anybody ever trying to short it, right, or sell it. And so what we do is we take a ton of content, a ton of algorithms and indicators, and we built our own custom one to help you. So you can kind of see, these are some previews. This is the Bollinger Band one that we have, that we use, which is one of my top ones that I love. The harmonic one gives you, this one's great because it gives you the harmonic pattern, and we teach you how to use these, and it gives you actual buy and sell signals as well. So harmonic one is literally probably my favorite of all of them. And we have, you know, like heat maps, you know, that tell you the directional trends that you can do. The zone tracker is another one that I absolutely love. It literally, you know, prints out your support and resistance. So, and we do buy sell signals too, guys. So if you're just wanting buy sell signals automated, you can see the ones that I got there. And we keep running percentages. We actually track whether or not they're winning, right? So you can see these percentages. I mean, they do pretty well. So as far as the buy sell signals, and these come straight to your app. We do not have an app that you can just look up. You would have to do the invite only link. So you would click on this App Store or this Google Play. You get an app, sends you straight notification straight to your phone. So and if you're new to trading, I mean, we have some really cool stuff here. This is all free. You know, we don't charge you for this education portion. You got the chart patterns, you know, candle patterns, just understanding it all. The key of what we built here is we want to try to put everything in one spot So that way you guys don't have to flip through a bunch of different sites, right? That's why we have some of the training here. We got the economics, the market caps, the news. We got liquidations. It's all just in one spot. Another thing that we do give, now you do have to be a paid member for this, but we actually give you the order books. Order books, you can see it's all live data. Let me turn this a little. You can see it's populating right now. We use BitMEX for this, but you can see BTC. It tells you where the volume of the range is, right? So right now we have a lot more looks like around 24,025 is the peak up here of where all the sellers are going to be for pressure. This is where the current market is happening right now. You can see that it's shifting between the fight of long and short. And you can see where all the support level is, right? So if we break 23.2, I mean the support starts to really dwindle down, right? So it's just a nice little order book way to trade your range. ETH shows pretty well too. You can see a lot of support around 1622, and the resistance is not nearly as strong. We'd have to get to about 1666, possibly 1682 is where everybody's thinking that we're going to resist off of. I use this one to do just regular live trading. It's such a cool tool, and it's real time, right? You can see it's about to refresh. So the lines are ever changing. I think it's every 15 seconds we do a pull, so it keeps you up to date. But these are real orders. These are orders actually on that exchange that people are setting, like limit orders, stop losses, take profits, things like that. So and then again, if you click on your trading ATA, this is where you can see all your open trades. This is where you manage the trade. The ATAs are it stands for Automated Trading Assistant. It basically automates all of your trades. We have a nice little walkthrough here. You can see these are all my open trades now. These ones are going to be red because most of the ones that are in profit have already closed, right? And so these are playing out, but these are not very very deep, so it'll just work its way out of them. But these are the active coins that I'm running right now. And again, like for those that were just on, we can go to the history and you can see the green trades that we have. So you can see here, this was March 1st, and then I'm just gonna keep scrolling, right? I mean, just green, 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 green. I mean, not big wins, 45 cents, right? But it adds up when it does it all freaking day, right? And there's some you get some $4 ones, $5 ones, $2 ones, so that it's just nonstop green, right? I mean, it doesn't lose. It's gonna play out however you want to do it. Now, the cool part about the ATA, I'm gonna move this over just to show you guys how to set that up. So let's just say, for instance, like my XRP. So let's go to actually let me show the LTC one. I like that one because that one's my favorite one. LTC has just been crushing it. So I'm gonna load my layout. And let's just undo the long and short. Let's just see how it's been. So what you see here, the beauty is once you join up, we don't touch your money. We don't manage your money. You put your own money in your own exchange like you would normally. And all we do is teach you how to use the technology. We give you this indicator that actually puts it directly on your chart. And then when you go into this indicator, so let's say I want to modify my longs, I'll just mute my shorts here and I'll click this little edit thing. And then inside here, you have full control over what it does. We give you all the settings. So you can go long, you can go short, you can set up the pair you want to do. We have BitGet futures or KuCoin futures that we offer as far as futures trading. If you want to do spot trading, we also have a spot one. And then we actually have built-in strategies for you, right? So depending what strategy you choose will depend how it performs, right? And then we have these little status bars that actually track your profits and your trades, just your overall data, right? So you can, if you're an analytical guy, you're probably gonna love this because there's just so much you can do. It literally changes the way that we trade. So you can set up, if you want it to DCA, how you want it to DCA. We do allow stop losses. You can stop the trade after it does a stop loss. It won't take any more trades. Just super fully customizable. You have the power, there's so many different bots out there, right? Where people run it for you and they control everything, right? That's not this one. We've shifted gears over to just give you the technology, and then not only give you the technology to let you run it. And you can see, the red here is the shorts that it took, and the blue is the longs. I mean, look at it working together, right? So in BitGet, the exchange I run it on allows you to take both long and short, which is freaking awesome. So we just play the range. I don't care where it goes, right? So now when you're in the actual community, if you click on this button here, it opens up the page. It'll take you directly to the community. Just continue to community, and we'll let that load. It just takes a second. It's loading all your profile, right? And then here, comes into the community here. You're going to open up normally on this one, the community tutorial. Welcome to Botjock, a little, note about us. And then the nice thing is you just click here, and there's a little tutorial. It shows you how to use this. We don't have scammers in here. It's not like Discord where anybody can get in here and take your money by lying to you through a DM or whatnot, right? This we don't allow DMs into this community platform, and it just we do that purposely to protect the clients, right? We want full transparency in here. But we have a full starters kit. If you don't know how to trade, it explains what you need, why you need it, super detailed. We have our admin team, tells us about it, how to contact us. We have our community guidelines and terms, and then again, you have full training courses, guys. So you can see here, these are all how to create accounts, deposit, withdraw, tutorials, TradingView getting started, understanding candles, how to add indicators, TradingView tools, just anything you would need. And then we have a full outline on the ATA courses, again, how to deposit, how to create your accounts, setup and management, and when you click these, this is what it kind of looks like, right? You're going to get a nice little welcome video from yours truly. We'll let that play there. There. And then supported exchanges, futures trading, spot trading, talks a lot about it, how to set up your stuff. These are all link outs to YouTube, so it makes it super easy. So if you want to locate and add your profile name, you would just click this, and it's going to link you out to YouTube here. This is because it's set as over 18, so you just hit the you're okay with proceeding, right? And then there you go. And these videos are like 2 minutes. See, I mean, they're like 2, 3, 4 minutes, right? So we purposely set up a lot of options to suit what you're actually looking for. So you're not having to sift through a 30-40 minute video to try to find what you want. So if you're new, you don't understand how to trade, that's not a problem, actually. That's why we built this technology, because you only need to learn just the basics of direction, and you don't even really need to learn that, guys, because if you look right here, ATA guidance, this is where I literally tell you exactly what I'm doing, what directions the play. So even if you don't have time, you don't want to learn how to trade, you just want to hop on, just follow the direction, join a 30-minute call in the morning if you can, or even if you can't join in the morning, you could watch it later. So for instance, like the open community event that we just did, if you click on past, you'll see here, this is where we had the morning huddle. When you click this, it actually puts the video right onto Circle, which is really cool, right? So you can play this and you can see, right, it's literally what I just did earlier today. It makes it super easy, talks about what we did. You can comment on it, like it. I mean, it's super easy to work around your schedule. So, and then just kind of coming down, we have our community discussions, where we kind of help guide you. We have, where was it? We got team announcements that we put out there. And if we do any updates on the ATA, non-critical update, right? New version. I mean, it's everything you need is all within here. We do options as well. So we have the options trading floor, and we have the options signals. So you can see those that we do. if you're one that wants to trade, we do put out our ETH signals. You know, you can see here we put out an ETH short and we put out a ETH long as well. And then BTC, you can see the last BTC one we did, you know, we had called the short. You can see right here. We had called the short, and that's what ended up happening. So, like I said, if you're an experienced trader, you know, come on in and just use the technology. I think you'll freaking love the technology because it just if you understand the markets and you understand even basic trading, to be able to set this up and just let it go. I mean, it's just, man, it's so cool just to let this thing work for you. And if you don't understand trading, that's okay. You know, we have literally all the training in here. Most of our community that we actually have is actually new people, so they're kind of coming up on with us. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off here, guys. Again, 5-day free trial. If you guys want to check it out, botjock.com, and come on in, try to do the 5-day free trial. If you don't like it, you know, just submit a cancellation within the 5 days, and you know, to you know, you have full control once you're into your account here. You can come up here into your settings and your support, and you just click support, and you have all the options here. You can upgrade, downgrade, cancel, other, whatever. You submit this request, and it gets processed. So if you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, you know, like I said, you can cancel, no harm, no foul, right? And you have full function. So if you do sign up, you get 5 days free. If you want black box, right, you can run 5-day free black box. So you can run 5-day free of anything. The site is just botjock.com. Not sure if you can see it on my screen here. Just botjok.com is the one you want to do. And no, we don't use Discord, Moody. Like I said, Discord is full of scammers and you know, people that are trying to steal from our community. And we just don't. We had too many people getting messaged by scammers, and I just security is the most important to us, and make sure people feel safe on the platform. So we went into a different platform that looks like this one. So you know, fully white labeled on us. You know, so it's very similar to Discord. So if you're familiar to Discord, you'll see, you know, it has all the same channels and whatnot. But we have this full lockdown because it is web based. So if you have a membership, you're in. If you don't, you're out instantly. And if you're not part of the community, you can't get in, right? And even if you are part of the community and you're trying to scam people, we do not allow direct messaging. We communicate privately through email, and then we set up calls. So like, let me see if I can move my. One moment here. So, kind of like what we did earlier, we had a private call. It was a team meeting, right? But this is my admin account. So you'll see here I go live. So I have my admin account and I have my testing account. So if I want to do a one-on-one with myself right here, right, or let's say I'm you, it's pretty simple. I'm just going to create a live room. You know, I'll title it one-on-one, right? Because obviously not everybody wants to just talk directly in the room. I can record the room. Sometimes we found out that recording it really helps people, right? Because I can give you that recording privately, and then you can watch back what we actually discussed, right? Which is super cool. But you know, I just go next, and then I'll just invite myself, right? See, I got Nick here, and then I hit save, test my video. I'm just going to go through this full step so you guys can see. It's kind of cool. Hey, there's my video. So we'll mute that here. I'm going to start this room, and I want to show you what it does on this side, right? So now this room is initializing. This is a private room. Nobody else can see this. The only person that can see it is the person I invited. So now I'm going to get a notification. Admin Nick is live for your one-on-one. I can click it and see how it'll join me in, right? So that's kind of the flow, you know, where we can do full video calls, you know, to help you guys out. We can share screens, all kinds of just really cool features within this platform. As far as who's the broker, I'm assuming you're talking about the exchange we use. So we actually primarily trade on BitGet. That's bitget.com. I love that one because, as you can see here, when I do futures trading for Aave here, you can see I have a long and a short open at the same time. And you can't do that on a lot of exchanges. So if you want to maximize your profit, I highly recommend to set up that one. But we also do offer the spot ones. So if I were to add this here, I'll just show you on this because it'll be a little quicker. I have quite a bit here, but so I'm going to open up Spot Trader. All right. And then when I go to the Spot Trader, you'll see on our exchanges, oh, it didn't open that. That was futures. Hold on. Let me go back into it. I think I went too fast. I always go a little quick and I forget I got to wait for it to ask me for my information. I'm not going to put anything in right now. But so when Spot loads to your account, you're going to see we offer BitGet Spot, we offer KuCoin Spot, Coinbase Spot, Kraken Spot, and Binance.us Spot. Those are the ones that we support right now. Again, if you're looking to trade futures and you want to really maximize, BitGet's the way to go. If you want to trade futures, but you're not really comfortable with BitGet and you have a KuCoin account, you can do that as well. And then the Coinbase, Kraken, and Binance are spot only for those. So hope that helps answer your question on the exchanges. So and again, everything's managed by you. You submit in, through your dashboard that you want to run a one of the ATAs, right? So, as I come down to the ATA here, these are the different ones that we offer. These are preset volumes based on the account size you want to run. So you have 1,000 to 2,500, 5,000, 10,000. We did that purposely because not everybody understands volume, right? And so we wanted to kind of help you guys out, just presetting that. If you're looking to set your own volume, you can do Black Box. Black Box allows you to do whatever volume you want. If the exchange can handle it, it'll handle it. Live Trader, you can choose your volume. It's a little different. You do have to a little more manual and involving as far as entering your range. But aside from that, it's all everything we offer here is all automated. You just set it and it'll trade on its own. Bajak Spot, you can do that. Again, whatever volume you want through USD. But you just add this in, and then once you get it added in, it loads into your chart. You can see I have Ultron here, and I have Live Trader here. I clicked on my support thing again. Let me click this out. Ended up pulling out of that. Let's go back. All right, so you can see my Live Trader is the same as my Ultron. It's because I'm running both of them on the same BitGet exchange account. And how I do that is I trade my Ultron with, I have Aave, Ethereum, and LTC, and I have XRP. But I don't do the ATA trader for BTC. For BTC, what I do is I like to do the Live Trader. So I don't currently have a trade going on it, but that's how I do both Live Trader and Ultron on the same account. I just make two APIs and connect them both. So, but yeah, like I said, guys, check it out. I mean, botjok.com, botjok.com. It's super explanatory once you get in there and check out the site. When you click it, it's gonna populate like this. This is how you know you're the right site. And then we just talk about it, right? You can watch your videos. You can start for free. Talks about our automated trading assistant. It's what we are. We have a little slider here that shows your investment, potential on your first month, which is kind of cool. You got some testimonials. We talk about our advanced indicators. And then, buy, sell signals. I mean, it's all right here. Even the percentages, right? We have them all on the webpage before you even start up, right? So you get full understanding. If you want to know more about us, you just click the about. We have a full kind of layout here as far as who we are. Yeah, so once you come in as a member, like I said, we give out. Let me go back to. Actually, this is not the right one. Give me one moment. Yeah, so what we do is we teach you how to adjust your settings, so you fully understand how to adjust them. And we do that through the ATA courses here. So you can see on the courses, like if you were to go to setup and management, you can see here, how to add the ATA trader to BotJock, creating ATA using defaults, right? So you would click this setting, we're going to say, I wish to proceed. And then we literally walk you through how to set it all up. You can see I got the gear open here, right? I'm telling you everything about the gear, how to do it, how to set it up. We want you to be comfortable with on how to actually use it. Once you actually understand it, it makes it super easy for you to understand some of the guidance that we put out, right? So the guidance is where we're going to put out direction, right? Which ones you should probably do, which ones are good for longs, good for shorts. All that guidance is in there. We also give out market insights to tell you, kind of if the market's looking like it's going to pump, does it look like it's going to dump? So we give you the guidance as far as direction to go. And the settings are super simple. It's funny, everybody who comes in and checks it out, literally when you hit your gear to your indicator, only thing that you change is this area here, and you have this area here. That's it. These are all the settings you got to learn, right? Everything you need to do to get the thing started and to choose your settings is all within here. And the beauty is, if you ever get stuck, I do one-on-ones all day long with people in the community. If you message out and say, hey, I'm just not getting it, or it's not setting up right, or something, I need some more help. A lot of times I'll just say, hey, let's jump in a room, and like you saw a second ago, I just opened up a private room, and you can share your screen and just show me what you're doing and what you don't understand. And so for the $500 account, if you're going to do 500, I'd recommend using the spot one, right, which is obviously going to be potentially less gains. What we had talked about, if you go to the I'm getting lost in my pages here. If you go over to the account here and you look at trading ATA when you're in, and you can look at all this stuff while you're free. You can see the minimums here, right? So the minimum recommended to run Ultron is 1,000. The reason why is because you want to ensure that you have enough margin to trade on futures. So, like for example, this futures account, it's for $1,000. I think I was just talking about it. I just started this new $1,000 Ultron. I think I put like $990 actually into after fees, and I've been running it for 4 days, and I think I'm up like $150. And so, but again, the beauty is the power's in your hands. It's not a push the button and go, right? I'm using my guidance, and I'm determining to go short or to go long. Some I think 3 of my pairs I haven't really touched. I just review them every single morning, Monday through Friday. We do a morning huddle where I go in and I talk about what I'm doing. So if you're one that wants to learn to trade, you can do that and do your own thing. Or if you're one that just wants to follow what I'm doing, that's fine too. I go in there and we believe in full transparency of showing you guys what we're doing. So to kind of help you out. So, as far as, like I said, back on the $1,000 account, if you set up, defaults, you can easily make, probably $300-400 just doing 2 pairs and keeping it pretty default, just not touching anything. But if you really want to actually spend, even every few days, get on and just spend 30 minutes here and there to learn. You don't need it to learn a lot. You can make anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 a month, right? If you maximize the technology. But the hardest thing I'll tell you, and people in the community will tell you when you get in, the hardest thing about trading is understanding patience and understanding to have discipline, right? And so the beauty of our technology is it's automated. You just set your settings, you walk away, go do what you got to do, go to work, come back, and it's going to execute as it's told, right? It's a program. So more times than not, we end up in bad trades because we try to rush the trade because we're impatient. And that's the beauty of this technology is it's got nothing but time. So and I do, like I said, a review every morning on mine. and I determine if I want to keep it going. That's kind of what we talked about in the chat. So you can see like LTC. This was the review that I had put out in the room. It's literally as simple as following your range. So when I talked in the room, we talked about we're following the lower and upper range. So currently I have it going on longs and shorts. If I get high in this range, I'll stop my longs. If I get low in this range, I'll stop my shorts. It's simple as that. So, and that applies to, really any of them that you're doing. So, like I can load up my XRP, right? So again, this is the range that we've been trading. So we've been taking longs here. When we're in the middle, we activate long and short. When we're in the top, we kill our longs, right? Ride the shorts only. When we're in the bottom, we kill the shorts, ride the longs only, right? And there's going to be times it'll get a little bit deeper, right? But we have DCA protocols in place, which is, if you don't know, is dollar cost averaging. So it can use the dollar cost averaging to get out. So you can see there's these light ones right here are where it had to dollar cost average, but it did it in such a way that actually got it out in profit, which is really cool. Yeah, so we it's funny you asked that. So right now it's just for crypto. We're actually playing with a couple of different sites where we're looking to get API connections to our goal is to bring it into the stocks as well as even create one for options too. So that's what we're working towards. As far as the automation, it's for crypto only. As far as the room goes, we do do options calls as well. So yeah, like I said, just come on in, check it out. 5 days free. Even if you wanted to just sign up for the free account and just use the dashboard, right? You can have all this news, and all these training things here is all free. You can check out that. Just create an account for free. Check out what you got. I mean, it's full transparency. Even on the free account, you can come in and see all of this stuff. You just won't be able to add it, is all. So, but I mean, again, like I said, try it out. 5 days free. Set up your account that you want to do, and if you're looking to, if you have a little bit of experience and you know how to fund an account and stuff, you can even create your Big Ed or whatever account exchange you're using. You can even create that first, right? So you get maximize your full potential of your 5 days free. So we have all of our pricing plans. If you go to, let me click the little guy here. So these are all of our plans here. So we have our free one. The starter is $99. The $99 gets you the one automated trading assistant. You also get 3 of the buy sell signals. You get 2 indicators, price lock guarantee. You get full community access to all of our training and everything. So not only can you let the automated trader trade, but you can learn to trade as well. So for that, we have the higher price plans. The higher price plans allow you to run up to 2 of the automated trading assistants to get more buy sell signals, more indicators, and we go all the way up to black box, right? So this one right here, I mean, you get the whole kit and caboodle. So what a lot of guys do is, like let's just think about this, right? So if you have premium at $4.99 and you're running 5 of these automated trading assistants, and then you come into your account, and let's say you decide to run, I don't know, 5 of the ATAs here, right? So let's say we run all the way across the bottom here. I mean, the amount if you're earning, like, let's say Ultron right here, right? We talked about the potential of earning like $800,000 a month, right? If you maximize your potential, and then you have Goliath, which is a 20 times the volume, right? So, I mean, that's potentially 20 grand, right? So a lot of the members are not too worried about the $4.99 a month that they pay on that. So, but yeah, like I said, you guys can check it out, and it's 5 days free. Like I said, we purposely set up the 5 days free because we did not want you guys to, feel like you're locked in, or a lot of people it's new to them, right? They want to try it out and see how it works before they actually commit to it. So, it takes the first day you get full access. I suggest start your trial on a time when you have a whole day to pop on, and you can just kind of really dive into what we have and what we have to offer, setting up your exchange, setting up your account. If you can get it all set up in the first day, then you got 4 days of running it, right? And if it profits for you in 4 days, then at the end of the day, you just if you don't like it, cancel it. You take the profit. No harm, no foul, right? But if you do like it and you want to continue to run it, you just let it flow through, and the billing will pop through. So, but I do got to run, guys. I've been on a little over an hour here, and I got a couple other meetings I got to jump onto. But again, check us out if you guys have any questions. When you pop in the community, just say hi. In the community chats and the trading floors and such, and if you have any questions along the way through the training and such, then please make sure you ask, and I'm happy to help you out. So hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Appreciate your time.